I'm just gonna start it. Let's just go.
What are we, number 109?
Record? Is it recording?
109.
Did you get the
recording?
recording?
That
Cool.
recorded.
Wait, is that recorded?
Yeah,
That's recorded. We're good.
Recorded like
Okay.
5 minutes ago.
Go.
So
So-
we're already.
Hello, everybody. This is episode number 109 for the Just Talk podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Eating on your left is Rion, Richard Bendo.
On
And
your
then
right.
on my right is Tommy Boyle. Shut up. I'm going to keep on doing that to you all
Okay,
night.
baby.
So, yeah.
And we're in chairs. And we're in chairs.
We are in chairs.
Yes.
We upgraded.
Okay, we didn't upgrade. Someone just wanted to try it out.
Yeah, right.
That's a sponsorship from Costco.
Right, there you go.
Or Smart and Final or wherever we got
However-
I mean, we could have always.
Rubbermaid. Brought to you by Rubbermaid.
We could have always gotten down. We just never actually tried it.
Yeah.
My butt goes numb when that happens.
When we were doing engine style.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
my butt and my legs go numb. That's why I have to keep on.
Yeah, we're like, hey, let's. How you doing? What's going on?
Every time.
Let me, like, Mike. That's how.
All right, so it's been.
Just
Oh wait,
a couple weeks.
a few house cleaning.
House cleaning,
So this week I was supposed to release, I had this whole plan for opinioneering every other week or every week releasing it, but since we didn't really get to that kind of plan, I know the part one's already released. That was released last week, from what I remember. No, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Because
Yeah.
last week was Ben Ochoa's
Yes.
episode that came out.
Yes,
So
it
if you
was.
guys want to hear an amazing tattoo artist from the beginning to where he is now, his journey, go check that out. He's an awesome dude. And if Ben, you do listen to this, thank you again for
Yes.
the interview.
Yeah.
You're an amazing person.
We
and
appreciate it.
I am working my way to get faster so I can go back to you so you can tattoo my flash tattoo. Anyways,
I want to see that.
I
That was
can't
gonna
wait
look
till it
cool.
happens.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Tommy,
Give
I
me
agree
one
with
more
you,
month
right?
since I didn't really have time this month. Anyways, also, so I think what's going to happen is I'm going to try to release part 2 of Opinioneering this week. It's going to be kind of a busy week for me since it's like my birthday week. I have so many
Birthday.
plans.
Wednesday.
So we'll see what happens then. But stay tuned. Opinioneering part 2 will be out. Also, for the people who actually do watch our YouTube channel, that's totally behind. I know I just uploaded 105.
Valentine's Day was the last one there.
Right. I know,
no,
but I
no.
just uploaded one last
One
night.
just got
Oh, okay.
updated.
Was that the speed dating one?
No. Getting punched in the face.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so
Okay, that one.
it should be up now. Oh yeah, it is. So yep, it's that. So that's up. So that's good to go. But yeah, that's, as we've said before, we're a podcast first, and so the video will come later on. And on top of that too, there's more people that actually do listen to us
Right.
instead of watching us. But I was just looking at the.
It's 104, by the way, hey people.
Okay, I was just looking at the views. There's actually, I mean for.
Small amateur
for
podcast.
like a minuscule 8 subscribers or whatever.
Yeah.
There's some views there.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Anyways,
It's been around like a month.
yeah. I mean, again, we didn't.
Something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's only just gonna evolve throughout the months and the years and all that good stuff.
I really love these chairs.
Wasn't it your idea?
It was somebody's idea.
Was it Thomas' idea?
I
It was
just
somebody's. I think it was the chair.
It doesn't matter.
It was the chair's
Anyways,
idea. Hey.
Brought to you by Rubbermaid.
it doesn't matter whose idea it is. But
It's not. Let's make that clear. Really quick.
But what story do you guys have for me?
All right, so
Yeah,
we got a couple
there you
things. Story time, a little bit Captain Marvel talk, a little bit Netflix talk, and then
Captain Marvel talk.
some stuff.
What about Endgame talk?
Okay, we can do whatever you want to do. So, all right, this goes for you guys.
It's so hard for me to not watch Rihanna eat. I know
Why?
it's kind of weird.
Because you're hungry.
Yeah,
everybody
he's
knows me. I can always eat.
You know that scene in the Avengers where he goes, "I'm always angry."
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
Mike's
always
always.
hungry. Jeez Louise.
That's my secret. I'm
Tommy's
always
always
hungry.
horny.
He's always angry.
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 Angry. All of it.
Okay, story.
Story time. All right, so at the end of this story, I want to know if this has ever happened to you and happened to anybody else,
I was in
what
a
you
rush to
thought.
do it.
Not in a rush to do it, but just more of I want to really know if this has happened to you. All right, of all places, this happens in the Valley at Costco.
In the
Which
valley.
Costco?
Costco, the new one, the newest one,
In Topanga.
Tarzana, off of Topanga. in the village.
Tarzana.
The new
Oh,
big
that one. Okay,
The new
yeah,
big
yeah,
one,
yeah.
right?
Oh, you have to say what's Topanga like it's
Uh,
like across the street.
yeah.
Okay.
The big one. Like it was a big
Worst
opening.
one, man. 2-hour parking and stuff. Anyway.
Either way, so we're there. It's me and my girlfriend, and we're driving through the parking lot, and we notice
You notice.
that
He notices.
I definitely noticed that there is a lady that is hanging outside of her van, and she's wearing a skirt
Skirt.
and boots.
Boots.
All right,
Where's the top?
she's got a top on also too, right?
Okay, well, you didn't mention that. So,
But she is a very good-looking woman.
however,
She's a good-looking woman. She looks like almost like a Maxim cover model.
Wow.
Okay, like she's a good-looking woman. She's older. She has to be in like her maybe late 30s, early 40s. So I'm setting the picture here. Okay, she's hanging in her car. She's rustling around. She's doing all that kinds of stuff. Right there, right? You got this. We're in a parking lot. Okay. I am driving by, not even trying to sit there and actually look at it, but I'm driving by. You know, you're driving by something, you just kind of like lean over and you're like, oh, bad, right? So I do one of those, driving by, and as I drive by, no, I'm looking the opposite direction. Thank God she's looking the opposite direction. As I'm driving by, I don't know exactly what happens.
the skirt flies up.
Yeah, but for some reason I did this.
What?
I did this. I don't know if it was the gods or whatever you believe in.
We're gonna use that.
We're gonna do this. They were doing this, okay? And I swear to God, this is the reason why I want to share this story for two reasons.
Great. That was a
No,
great
because
transition.
I was just looking
Yeah.
at like.
So what happens is,
I can see Tommy.
I'm driving. We're getting this visual, and for some reason, as I'm driving over, for just because of how she looked and the way she was kind of bending over, for some reason I was like. And as I did that, it actually flew up.
Whoa!
It flew up. Like, not a lot, but flew up enough. Now for you, Mike, just to let you know, because of that old school thing, she was wearing a black thong. That was up in there. And I had that moment of like, and I'll do this to the camera, I was like, because it was
Wow.
less than 3 seconds, but it was like, dear Lord, that's a real person that's not getting paid, and I get to see ass. Now my question to you guys is, has this ever happened to you, where you have been anywhere, and some type of nudity that was attractive to you came up where you were like, wow.
Now, I have a few
Oh my gosh.
questions here. Do events count? Because I feel like festivals and all that stuff, like EDC, technically.
Last year.
When I went to my first rave, like 2 years ago.
A lot of ass roaming around where you're like, wow.
No, with that, but also, yeah, basically naked.
Yeah, basically.
Everyone's just intense.
And you
So
get
does
used
that
to it.
count?
Kind of, but more of like an accident. That's what I'm thinking.
Is this like when like a girl like squats or bends over and like
Sure,
her thong, like,
something
comes
like
up or
that. Where like,
something?
say for instance, I'll give you like the most classic example. Like you're looking up at like a house, and there's for a straight men, there's a girl that walks by her window completely naked, and you're like,
Oh, okay, I
Oh.
see.
you know what I mean? Like
So, okay.
something of a
So very, very, just normal.
just normal,
Just normal, okay.
super unexpected.
Super normal, unexpected,
Dude,
but...
we have to see something of nudity.
Yeah.
Nah,
Well, I mean, like, sure.
Something that you were just like, oh, like you're just like, what? Holy cow! I'll give you another example. I was in Vegas, and everybody has a Vegas story. I was in a hotel room, and I was looking out, and there was a couple that was on the balcony, completely naked. And the she had giant tits. The guy's just sitting there doing this. He's hanging out, and his other hand's just playing with it while they're looking at people on the strip. Just doing that. And everybody's looking, and then they go back in the room, and then they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's Vegas.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? But that was another one where everyone's like, oh, look at it! And then like 3 minutes, somebody's like, it's Vegas, bro. What do you expect?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool.
Man.
Do you or any of the listeners have any type of a story like this where you're
I'm
like,
trying to think
whoa,
right now.
like,
I've never seen Tommy get so
There's,
excited.
That
there's
excited. You just gotta
definitely,
tell a story a little bit faster.
in my lifetime,
I'm not sure what you're worried about.
definitely a lot of, like, down blouses.
Mm.
That I've like actually because I don't want to say like I'm hyper aware, but I'm aware enough of my surroundings that I'm always kind of just like looking around and stuff, but not to the point where like I'm always looking around. Sometimes I'm just keeping to myself. But
Almost
when-
self-incriminating over there.
what?
I'm hyper aware.
Well,
Of all the down
what?
blouses.
What?
If someone, if
No, I'm saying that because of driving.
Ah.
Because for me, I'm always looking around. Okay, so of course, this is a little side story
So,
here.
Rion, do you have a wandering eye?
Huh? I don't. In driving, yeah. Like, 'cause so there was one time last year it was raining, and if this went wrong, me and Marilyn could have been in really, really, I'm gonna say it slow, because my dad's right. Really bad accident. My car would have totaled. There was a semi, and okay, anyways.
I don't want to hear that.
Basically, it was raining, okay?
Yeah.
So I had to do this. This is where my driving skills go way up high. Slick move where I had to dodge 2 cars
Holy crap.
Nice.
in the rain, and I was going 85.
Yeah.
And I remember Marilyn was just like, obviously she was like anxious and super scared and nervous and all that stuff. But like later on, I think a week later, she asked me, "How'd you do that?" I'm like, I'm always looking, driving. That if there's one thing I can pride myself on, one thing is that I know how to drive very well, and that was the culmination of the years I've been driving ever since freshman year in Japan. And I learned from, in Japan where it's very narrow streets and you have to be so precise to do certain kind of maneuvers and all that stuff. And street racing is it's a whole different story. Like, I don't think I'll be good at that, but just like driving itself in its purest form, I do it very well. And she was like, "How'd you do all that?" And I was just like, well, that's obviously it's years of training, years of just driving. But I was like, I'm always looking, I'm always aware. I know I'm 2-3 steps ahead of everyone else. I'll do this. This car will go here. This car will probably go here. If he doesn't, I'll just go here. I already have it mapped out, which is why one of my favorite characters in Naruto is Shikamaru, because he's always 3 steps ahead. He's playing chess while everyone's playing checkers. I'm playing chess when everyone's playing checkers. I already have you checkmate 5 steps ahead of you, and I'm just waiting for you to fall in my trap. So that's my thing. Like, so for me, in terms of, and I apply that to just in general. So that's what I say when I'm not hyper aware. I'm just aware most of the time. And so that's why I say down blouses. Like in malls, I'll see like a girl. Obviously, like what Tommy said, if the woman's attractive, then we'll be like, oh, hey, check that out. Next thing you know, they bend down or whatever. You're like, okay, yeah,
Right?
yeah. So that's down blouses. Definitely, few times happened to me. That's for sure.
Wow.
So, and some of them were no bras. So there you go. That's one of the things I can like pinpoint from the top of my head.
Right.
Down blouses, because it's happened to me again a few times. Except for that, I think that's the best part.
I
when
was
you're
like, huh?
like, whoa! Yeah.
So, what about you, Mike? You got anything about like, what the hell was that?
There was, I think, a down blouse that I could remember. And like, it's like she didn't even know. And I could literally just see the nipple.
Mm.
And I was like,
Yeah.
is this really happening? Like, really? I was like, wow, okay. It's like, here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, buddy.
Here we go.
I missed a nip slip. I can't say
You missed one?
I missed one.
What do you mean? Yeah, how do you miss one? Yeah.
I can't say who.
Oh, alright. Slippy nip.
But yeah, it slipped when we were in the bathroom together, and I was kind of like, she's like, oh, oops, nip slip. And I was like,
Oh, I
Man.
see. So, see, there's the thing.
Yeah.
You weren't aware of your
Nope.
surroundings.
Nope.
Actually,
Hold on.
Okay.
And
I think Tommy's gonna open a can
Danny's,
of
yeah,
worms.
and Danny's like 2 and 2 is not equal to 4 right now.
Danny.
What were you doing in the bathroom? What was going on there?
We're getting ready for something.
Oh, okay, never mind. I gotcha. That's all I have
Not
to say.
sex.
Yeah.
It's for something
For
else.
EDC. Oh, I got it now.
I can't say it. I don't have the liberty to say.
I gotcha. Just in case.
Actually, piggybacking of what Mike said, nip slips in water parks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Twice, I remember. One was like a classmate of mine, like from this was in high school, and we were in a water park in high school. But she's not like a person that I hung out with. She was just there also in the water park. I was with my other friends, and she was one of these girls that were with, she was like pretty damn cute.
Yeah.
But
No butts.
Oh.
I'm just saying she was pretty damn cute, and it's one of those things where it's just like, oh my god, she's pretty cute, right?
what did you see? You're not at liberty to say, got it.
No. Tommy gets what the hell I'm talking about. There's something about the chairs.
Yeah, right.
That completely throws.
Yeah, right. It's a little bit different.
I said piggybacking off of what you said, which means
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
yes.
No, follow. Okay, gotcha. So I was talking about
Nip slips.
Okay.
And I also said that too. Nip slip. Waterboard. There we go. You got it.
Gotcha.
So, we're good. Cut the train.
Okay.
I'm on the caboose. I got it.
We have.
I'm on the caboose.
Oh,
I told you I missed the train sometimes.
Yeah.
No, I know, but it's a chair, dude. It's just higher. We're at a higher elevation. You're not getting enough oxygen.
Wait a second.
Oh man,
shit.
it's been a while since we've done like
Yeah, right? Like,
because like the
It's
last
been like
few times.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, if it feels what you know what it is. It feels like the 2 weeks ago we did it like very early. I
Yes.
think we did it on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And then the week after that we had Banachoas.
Yeah.
Very
And
early in the
then
morning.
Yeah. Both. of them
and
were
then we
very
actually
early.
skipped a week also.
Yeah, which is okay.
Which is fine. Yeah, because we were like, let's take a break. Let's
Yeah.
take it easy.
Oh yeah,
it was
we
last
skipped.
week.
Yeah.
It was
That's
last
right.
week.
That's right.
I mean, again, we have
Something
content
came
to put out,
Yeah.
but for us, we were just like, let's you know, we need
That
we need
was
our-
a good, you know.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good break. But yeah, no, it's been a while since this. So
It's cool.
This is great.
We're back.
We're back. We are back, baby.
There's a bathroom over there in that section.
Yeah, right.
There is.
Just
So, yeah.
amazing.
Water parks, but I remember two the cute girl. Then one was just a regular
Right.
woman. But I remember when I saw hers, I was like,
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
It's kind of like that scene, like with the camera, it kind of goes far and it zooms in at the same time. I don't know if you.
Oh,
ever
I
seen-
see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yes, the effect.
See,
I'm just
for
like,
me as a
oh.
guy, part of me was like, I want to touch that. It was that like just, ooh, that looks. You know when somebody goes, let me see something, and they put out their hand? Like, you see with your eyes, not with your hands. I want to see it. Like, I just want to see it.
You know when you said I want to touch that? I was just thinking of that part when in the water park, and then my classmate was there. Not even like squeeze like this, more like. Oh, hey! You're like, oh my god! And I'm just like,
Do you know what that reminds me of now? Because you're wearing the Captain America
Yes,
shirt?
yes.
Where he comes out and she goes, oh, just
Oh, yeah,
really
just
quick.
like-
Just.
Can we not touch my breasts?
but yeah, water parks is another one that, again, two that I remember.
Yoga pants.
Yeah.
You ever have a yoga pants moment? The
What do you
before
mean yoga pants?
they're the
What do you
sheer
mean?
ones from
Yes, the
American Apparel.
Lululemon or whatever it is.
Lululemon.
Sure, whatever that is.
Mhm.
Where they bend over and you can see everything.
That's
Has that ever happened to you?
I've seen like underwear, but
The
not,
first
like,
time
seen
that's
underwear, yeah.
yeah, the first time that's ever happened to me, I was like,
Okay, the first time. Okay.
Yeah.
It's so common now, though.
yeah, but
But yeah,
see,
but like you said, the first
my
time.
question
yeah.
is, do they know that?
I'm pretty sure
Do
they
they
do.
know that?
And I
It's
think
their-
they do it for a reason.
Okay,
Yeah,
They have attention.
sure. I
They
don't.
do.
I mean,
I
it only
well,
makes sense.
I want a girl to
I
come in
will-
and speak about that.
I will.
You know what I mean?
Well, no, I have an answer.
Your dream might just come true.
Okay.
I have an answer actually. It's part of it is attention.
But
The biggest part of it is that it's comfortable. I've talked to not just my girl, but
going commando?
not going command, just wearing the
Oh, the
leggings.
yoga. Oh,
Leggings.
gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah, that I've heard too. Yeah.
That's the
yeah.
peak, answer there. But I mean, yes, I am sure that if you ask, like, is there any other reason? I'd be like, well, yeah, it's nice
want
when people look and
attention.
stuff. Like, who wouldn't want to look?
I know I want to.
Or like if you're, if you're fucking like if you're a good looking guy and shit, and you're like showing it off, like I'm sure if you see people looking, you're gonna be like, yeah, that's right. That's what's up.
Right.
That's what's up.
So, and then, but do you think they're not allowed to complain about that then? It's like,
No.
you're
No.
going out with something that's going to get
No.
looks.
What is that? A double standard? No.
Well, who them complain about it?
Yeah,
It's freaking stupid. Don't wear it if you don't want people to complain about it.
I'm with Mike. Like if you're gonna wear something revealing,
Put baggy
and
pants on.
Or like what is that, tying a sweatshirt around the waist and stuff like that? You know
Like
what I
a
mean?
90s
To block-
style?
Yeah.
Sure.
So,
That works.
well, Just curious. You know what I mean?
So I had a lot of girls in high school do like the pants drop thing, where in junior high, you're just,
Pants drop? What do you mean?
yeah, like their pants drop, but their thong stays,
Okay.
and you're kind of like, oh,
When was this? What were you doing?
junior high school.
No, but like I don't know. That's never happened to me.
This would happen in class,
Huh?
or it would just happen out and about.
So Mike, what Mike didn't tell you, in high school he has a little
No,
string
I said-
that ties
I said
him
junior
into
high
the
school.
jeans, and he
Junior-
pulls it down.
Junior high school.
Exactly, or in junior high
Junior
school.
high school.
So wait, like
So he started early.
Like the
guys.
girls, the girls, they're not even, so embarrassing for me to talk about, but it's like, I know
Why is
I'm
it
older now, but it's like,
So Mike was in cheerleading.
14, or they're like 13, and they're like just wearing these like skimpy underwear, and you're like,
So Mike used to
Oh
go
my
around
gosh.
pantsing
no,
women.
no, that would never happen.
He just like, oh yeah, you know that thing where they just drop their pants?
you know what I got?
Oh yeah, 'cause I do it too though.
I just got an image of like the mannequins that have like skirts on and stuff. You see
Yeah.
like that little kid like looking up and stuff. See, if I was a dad and I saw my son doing that, I'd be like, yes, that's my boy right there. He's good.
I just know if I ever have a girl and she's going to junior high school, no thongs, nope,
No thongs.
nope.
What kind of underwear? Just regular
Well,
underwear?
junior high school is pretty
But that's
damn
where-
young.
But that's where it
Yes.
begins.
That's when it does begin.
That's when it begins for girls.
I know at my school, at junior high school, at George Ellery Hale in Woodland Hills, California, that was the school where like everyone like wore a thong and like they were young.
But was that the like? Was that the?
And this was like early,
But this
late
was-
90s.
But wasn't
early
that was that
2000s.
the style because of the whole?
Yeah,
Let me
dude.
see that.
I guess I have no idea. But all I know is that most of the girls would wear Frankie D jeans. And then
Actually,
they
you
would
know what?
just,
You are right. It is junior. It would be junior
Yeah.
high school.
It's
when people
junior
start-
high.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what I'm
you're
saying.
right.
It does start.
Like middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Middle school. Yeah, yeah.
You're experimenting with your looks and all that kind of
Well,
stuff.
because I was just thinking, I was like, man, that's too young. But then, like, when the thong song came out,
Right?
I was already in 6th grade. I was like, oh shit, that's middle school.
I
You're
was
right. Yeah.
fucking- I think in high school.
Yeah.
You would be,
I
yeah,
was
you'd
in
be
high
in
school.
the freshman. I
Yeah,
think.
freshman in
yeah.
high school.
but I remember like the girls used to like show them and like
Yeah,
Go
you're
like
right.
this.
Yep.
like I mean I've seen all different.
And you know what's
types.
funny? When you're younger, that drove you crazy.
Oh,
That's
man.
the dude. That's the dude. You're like,
It's,
Hold on. Is that what's her face?
yeah,
Oh my
especially at that
gosh.
age, you're just like,
mhm. You're just like, stay dude.
What Tommy did earlier.
right?
Little
Right?
shivers. Ooh.
Oh.
Especially like when you're younger and like you're like jerking off. You're like,
Yeah, it's true.
true.
It's true.
Sad to say, but it's true.
I just thought of Kick-Ass where he's like, he's like beating, he's like, anything will turn me on, and he goes to like those African women and stuff.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
The
that
tribal-
too. Yeah.
Oh man.
And I was like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Just a little bit.
Oh my god.
Oh man. So
That's crazy.
that's the one. That's
That's
what
the
happened. I was
story,
curious
huh?
if anybody
When-
has those stories.
Why'd you
When
take a
was-
picture?
No,
He
not
was
enough-
driving.
I was driving,
Oh,
not
that's
enough time.
true.
It was just one of those moments. Like I said, it's not like I'm stopped. You're driving through the parking lot.
Slowly, yeah.
And
Yeah, literally. That's what I was like.
You-
Whoa.
I'm surprised she didn't see you go.
yeah.
Yeah. No, she was facing away from me. She was
Ah.
facing and bent over. And it was just one of those
Ah.
moments. I'm like, that's the like in my mind. I think all these thoughts. I'm like, that's the key.
Well,
What did I do? I have powers.
no, not the woman. With your girlfriend.
Yeah.
She was also facing.
She was
away from-
facing a different
other
direction.
direction.
Oh, I see,
yeah.
I
So
see.
it's literally everything I'm talking about
Yeah,
was like this.
yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't like fucking
course.
like.
Oh, wait, time didn't slow down.
Time slowed down.
okay.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
moment, like I felt like it's like slow mo.
We all did our different versions. Brianna's doing, ooh. I'm doing, ah. And Tommy's doing,
More of like, oh.
yeah, there you go. That was great. We all have our different versions
Yeah,
of slowing down time.
Yeah, like literally, it
crazy.
felt like that because it's like,
You should just honk the horn.
no.
That
That's,
would've been-
that's weird at that point. You know what I mean?
First of all, I don't even
You
know
would've
if
been
she would be
gone.
like, she would get up. I don't think she would be thinking that the horn is for her or whatever.
See,
you
but
know?
what I
Never
think
know.
of is this is it happened so fast. I'm pretty sure it didn't even register on her Richter scale.
No,
like
no,
that
no.
somebody
Oh, come
saw it.
on.
Yeah.
No, it's like
Come on.
you know, dude. It's kind of like when you make a mistake or you do something stupid or I don't know what to describe it, or you get poo on your fingers and nobody sees it. Nobody sees it. You get what I'm saying? Like nobody sees it. It happens that fast. It's like you forget about it. That's how fast it happens. Something really
That's
stupid.
crazy.
You know?
I don't know.
That is crazy.
But it was very distinct in mine. I was like, whoa, I did this.
I'm like trying to go through my mind to see if I do have another one.
You know what's funny? At the end of this podcast, you'll probably be like,
yeah.
I got it's
Well-
just digging in the back
Well,
of
there
those
was
memories.
one time in Italy that I walked in on some of my classmates while they were changing and getting out of the shower, but that was in high school.
Mhm.
I mean, that
I guess
could
that
count.
Yeah,
counts.
because I was
Count because you'd be like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
well.
Or more like, oh,
You're
I'm
close
I
to the
think,
door?
well,
No.
I think I knocked, but no one like heard me.
Yeah.
And I thought the door, like their door to their hotel room
Yeah.
was locked.
Yeah.
And it's not like a traditional hotel where like they had the key cards.
Mm-hmm.
They had a legit key and socket
Ah.
turn
Yeah.
and unlock, and like you could peep through the hole,
Right.
you know, and like you could see shit through there, and you're
Yeah.
like, okay, not that I did that because I didn't. Okay. Anyway,
Mhm.
and then I just knocked, and then they didn't say anything, and I just opened up the door, and then there was.
Why were you going in there?
I had to tell them to hurry up because one of our chaperones, they were like, "Hey, tell so and so, so and so, and so and so, in room so and so that we're leaving in like 15 minutes."
Was it worth the walk in?
Oh
no.
Let's see.
From what you remember.
Yeah.
One girl, she had a really nice face. She was sitting down. She was already dressed. The other girl was like had like a bra on and like towel on her head.
But was it anything like distinct? Like you're like, oh my god.
Well, I was like, oh shit. I was like, you're in a towel. I've never seen you in a towel with no clothes on before. I was like, whoa. And I was like, oh. And shut the door like pretty quickly.
Right.
I'll
right.
never forget that.
All right.
That was a good moment in my life.
Well, it seems like all these stories are very marvelous.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's another story. So there was.
God damn it.
Sorry.
Dang it.
I remember.
Tommy saw where I was going. Dang it.
Whoosh! Wait a minute, I got another one. Hold on.
Go.
I know where you're going.
Were you?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
What do you got? What do you got?
Okay, so
Oh,
I
was
remember
that
driving.
fun?
I was driving on Shoop and Sherman Way.
Shoot! There it
Yeah.
is.
And there's a Del Taco right there, and there's apartments to the left. And then I remember just sitting at the red light and looking up, like doing one of those moments with Something About Mary.
Mm-mm.
And like there was a girl in her bathroom, just like getting ready, and she
There
was
you
in
go.
a towel and stuff.
There you go.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's
See?
not something you see every day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like, wow. I was like, what are you gonna do today?
Yeah.
Do you think she knew?
Maybe because she had the window wide open,
Okay.
like curtains full on.
Because I think there's a distinction between somebody knowing
Yeah.
and liking that,
Yeah.
and somebody not knowing and being it like a glorious accident
Yeah.
on your part.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Vegas one, definitely a glorious like, oh okay, we're gonna be seen.
Yep.
This one was like complete
I wish
accident.
I would have just done one of those numbers and just looked, or at least looked in the mirror, because it was. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Because it's like I was like, I wonder what they look like.
Who?
I can't say who.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Then again, if people have listened to EDC stories from us before over the years,
We're good.
yeah.
I got
And then
it,
she
I
even
got
said
it.
she was like, oh, nip slip. She's like, you missed your opportunity. I was like, dang nabbit. I was like, man.
See, if she liked you, she'd probably be like, oh, what's up? Have you ever been flashed before?
No.
Have you ever been flashed before? He almost-
No.
So, really quick,
No.
On another tangent, we were at
When was this?
my liquor store one time, and this girl.
I totally remember that.
Do you want to tell the story?
No.
Why not?
You can tell the story. Because I don't remember it that well.
You don't remember that well?
I just remember.
So, at my liquor store, there used to be, you get every spectrum of
Every walk of life.
everything.
Every kind
Every
of
walk
character.
of life.
I don't even remember who they came in, but it was a friend. It was there was a girl that had two friends that come in and they were going to go party and stuff. And they came in to get alcohol, all of legal age. Just want to make sure. This girl was already a little bit drunk, but I just remember her being thicker and
She
having...
had big boobs.
No, she had giant
She had
tits.
big boobs.
Giant tits.
At least a double D.
She,
Yeah.
she had giant tits, right? She was a little bit intoxicated. I don't know how it came about, but she was
She
standing.
wanted a free beer.
She's like, can you guys give me free alcohol?
She didn't say it like that.
This is what I remember.
No.
How did she do it then? Go ahead.
So you do remember.
He remembers now because he remembers what was going to happen next.
She was more like in the flirty mood, and she was like, "So if I flash you guys, would you guys give me a beer?" And I was like, "Yeah." And Tommy's like, "No." Tommy's like, "No, we can't do that. No." I'm like, "Dude, come on, man. Like, she's gonna flash us. Like, we can just go ahead and give her a beer.
Wait.
Just
See,
let it happen."
Did you?
And
No,
she was literally about to just pull it up.
Let's illustrate this just
And
a
then it
little
would've been
bit.
like,
Just wait, hold on.
Oh.
Let's illustrate this just correctly.
Oh, no.
So the counter's right here, and she had a top on that was already sagging to about here. I remember it was blue, and this thing was like popping out, right?
I don't remember that.
And she's hanging over where she's like, "Hey, so you want to give me a beer and we can just
One of
just
these
some
numbers.
Was
right?"
she drunk?
She was a little bit
she was
intoxicated,
okay,
right?
okay.
And she's sitting there, and what's funny is he was directly in line with titty action, right? I'm standing over here where I'm like, nah,
boobs.
not gonna happen, right? And she's looking at him like, we can just free beer, right? And she's just do it. And I just distinctly remember, I'm like, no, we can't do it. And Mike's like, what's going on? Let's get this going. I remember him standing up and being like, well, we can work something now.
Laundry room is over there. Laundry room. Yep, with the washer and dryer.
In his defense, I'm not gonna lie, like, for 2 seconds, I was like, those are
She had big boobs.
She had some very...
like double D's.
But the
or
business
bigger.
person kicked into my head where I was
Yeah.
like, I don't want this happening every single time. We're like, I'll just show some titty and
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
it is, and
yeah,
you'll get some
yeah.
free alcohol. Like,
Yeah.
Why?
no,
You did something else there.
professional. Anyways, professional shit, straight out, man. So there you go. That was another
I
situation.
mean, when I worked with my dad at some other place, things happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, babe, let's go ahead and I'm gonna close for like 15 minutes. Okay, hold on. Let me go lock the door. I'll be right back. Let me put the sign up.
Where's the place? On top of the dryer, or what do you got? The wash cycle, the rinse cycle, a fluff and fold.
Oh boy.
Anyways.
It's probably the laundry so they can get both wet.
Yeah, right. Hey.
On the tumble dryer. Tumble dry.
It's probably the washer.
Yeah,
Yeah, not washer.
Yeah.
Not the dryer. The washer.
it was very marvelous.
Was it?
Yeah, I had some good times back there. I can't even talk right. Oh my gosh. It's kind of like one of those numbers.
So all
you know,
these
get the
stories
leg up.
were marvelous.
Yes,
Yeah.
they were. Yes, they were. Speaking of that, God, how long has it been now? Actually, since
Couple weeks.
2 weeks?
At least
No.
2. Going on 3.
Probably 3 weeks now.
It's going on 3.
The Captain Marvel came out, and we all watched it together.
Mhm.
That was
Endgame.
good times.
Currently, right now, is 25 days from now.
Ooh.
Is it 25 days?
Yeah, it's end of last week of April.
Oh, crap.
I like those
So,
things,
like-
the posters.
Yeah, it's like all different faces.
Avenge the Fallen, all that
Avenge the
stuff.
Fallen,
You see the
yeah.
one for Star-Lord? It's all your fault.
That's a meme. That's funny.
It was so good that
I'll show you guys one right now. That's it jokes about
I just watched Infinity War and had to finish it again.
just. So the picture I'm showing them is the same thing. It's all the pictures like Avenge the Fallen and
But it's all together.
it's all together, but one half is like the people that's still alive. The other half is
Oh
obviously
my
the people
gosh.
that's dead. But this is playing off of how EA is very much like into downloadable content.
Nice.
Unlock the
Unlock the
DLC.
and all that.
Or
good
it's like
stuff.
Tekken, like play however many times through, or Super
So
Smash Brothers.
It's pretty funny.
Play all the way through with this.
Going with opinion. Is that Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Batman? This Batman.
Oh my god. It's Batman, man.
You did listen.
You do it very well, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's see. Captain Marvel came in. I want to say the 8th, if anything.
That sounds about right.
The 8th?
Um,
Oh,
no, the movie itself.
I like how Tommy put in the notes. Future story. Arcs with character.
Yes.
Arcs.
Arcs
Arcs.
of the Covenant. Get that shit correct.
Stop the Covenant. Oh my God.
There's a lot of Indiana Jones on Netflix right now, just as a heads up.
I'm okay with that.
Binging a little bit of that stuff, dude.
Of what?
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones?
Yeah, they got some good stuff, man.
On Ocean?
Just the whole dun 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 dun.
Indy!
Dun, 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 dun.
Hello, Indy!
Yeah, and he's like, Indiana? Did you saw the one with Sean Connery, right? Where he plays his dad?
No,
He goes,
we haven't seen that.
Indiana? Let it go.
Yeah.
He's talking about, like, you know.
The cup?
Yeah, dude. I was like, fuck.
Let it go.
Dude, we've seen it. It's almost been a month since we've seen this.
Fuck.
Captain Marvel?
Fuck.
Yeah, it came out March 8th.
Fuck! That's insane. It feels
Right?
like yesterday.
That's why I was like, man, it's been a while since this happened because,
Jeez.
and yeah, we haven't talked
I
about it.
was trying to go see it again.
I want to go see it again. Actually, I want to take my parents.
Well,
So I
I was
usually take them
Yeah.
to watch superhero movies and stuff.
Well, I was trying to get free tickets.
Oh yeah, 'cause you can. You did it
Coworker.
last. Yeah. Anyways.
Coworker.
It's
in Lancaster.
From what you guys remember, how did you guys feel about the movie?
Wakanda forever.
Why'd you do this? It's this?
Yeah, why is it? It's supposed to be this.
Because
Drill claw.
I have a mic in front of me and then
You
my
couldn't?
computer.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Ah, shit!
You couldn't just do this and go up this way?
Wakanda forever. W.
Wakanda
It's a W.
My,
Wakanda forever.
my legs are.
Is that what you're gonna say
Whatever.
when you like
Whatever.
unstrip Wakanda forever?
No, instead of this, it's like, that's what's up.
Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever.
It's no, you have to get it right. It's Panda Man.
Panda Man. Oh. Panda Man. Alright.
Because I don't have an elephant, I can't really do that.
and then when when you finally come, you go skadoosh.
Oh my
Oh, shit. That's the soundbite of the night, ladies and gentlemen.
I would totally laugh.
Oh, that's my dumplings.
Not that's my noodle. I would laugh if Jack Black was to listen to this and then send us a sound clip of him
Oh, dude.
just doing that.
Or better yet, he should come on and just record with us. That's
He
the
could do
best.
that, too.
Yeah, Jack Black.
Alright, so from what you guys remember, it's been like almost a month. Like what Tommy said here, hits, misses, go for it.
So many theories are like out there too with like what's gonna happen with Endgame. It's
Well,
kinda
see,
interesting to
you're-
me.
That's
Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm skipping.
because
Hold
you're
on.
going
Rewind.
to well, no, because I think that's what's loaded about this movie.
Well, I remember. Okay, go.
Yeah.
go.
For me, the movie was great, but I
great.
think because it's looming right before Endgame, more people are like, I want to know what happens to Endgame. Good movie, just I want to know what happens to Endgame.
I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it
I
too.
thought it was really good. I mean, at least it tells us like I said before, it tells us the origin story.
Mhm.
A lot of people said they're like, it's okay, me. I'm like, what's wrong with it? I was like, it gives us everything that we need to know.
And the quotes
You
of
know.
what was it, Christopher Gonzalez? I think on Instagram, it sucked.
Oh my god!
Really?
Yeah, it's on
you
the
wrote
thing.
that on there.
You're right.
Chris, why would you say that? I'm calling you out on that.
See, that just means that he needs to come,
Oh,
right, Tommy?
Right?
Because
Right,
someone
Mike?
called him out, right? So,
Chris, just because you did that, no. Your invitation has been revoked.
been watching-
not by me.
I've been watching American Idol. I think it takes 3 votes.
Yeah,
and then the most popular.
Well, you're the deciding vote. I said
Well,
no.
you already know.
You already know. All right, buddy. We'll set it up.
Oh my
He's
God.
coming.
He's coming.
He's coming.
All right.
Wait,
you heard
wait.
it first, bud. When you do listen to this, you just got called out.
Oh man. You really want? Sorry, Chris, but you really want Chris on here?
Oh yeah, you'll get to meet
Okay,
Chris.
guys, this is Musashi 87.
47.
47.
Get it right, Mike.
Shout out his
Wait,
channel.
which one? Holy crap! How?
It's on there.
I don't know why.
You gotta go to the likes, I think, like on the hearts.
No,
and
no,
stuff.
I don't know why it's like this for me.
Oh, it's like that for me too.
Did they update it? Is that the update now?
I don't know what they did, man.
Oh, never mind. I got it.
You got it?
I got it. Captain Marvel. I just want to see the comment.
Yeah, right?
Movie sucks.
You know what's funny? That actually sounds like Chris. which is the funniest thing ever in the whole world. That kind of does sound like him.
Oh fuck. Okay. All right. So you heard it first.
Alright, so, okay, now see, I want to know why he thinks it sucks. Because for me, because for when we,
It's Chris. I mean, it's just his opinion.
oh my gosh,
And you know what's
it's gonna be a good podcast.
you know what's even gonna be even worse is like if he comes here and tells you why and then like you don't agree with him.
It's okay.
It's gonna be hilarious.
Oh, it's gonna be
to
so
watch
good.
again.
It's gonna be so
Because Tommy
good.
and I are just gonna sit there and be like, oh my gosh, this is really good.
it's fine. He's about to hear what I think.
Yes,
Anyways, we're not gonna
exactly.
talk about it. No, because I remember when we got out of theaters, Tommy was saying it was a good movie, but for him it was more. It's that whole. It's the movie in between the two big movies, right? 'Cause
Right.
before this was.
It didn't.
Was it just Infinity?
It's just Infinity War.
Infinity War, right? That was it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Hold
the
on.
Marvel
because
Universe.
If you remember, Infinity War ended, and then it was the pager.
Right, yeah,
And
no,
that
I
was
know
the
that.
last thing that we saw, and then we're
And
like, what does that mean?
there wasn't a movie after
No,
that?
because
Nope.
there was the Aquaman came out.
You're
and
right.
That's it. This
That's
is
it.
directly. It was only.
It's literally,
Yeah.
yeah, just kept. Okay, so you are right. It's that movie in between the movies
So
that
it's,
you're just
it's
like.
kind of like
It's bridging the two
Yeah.
together,
Right,
but
right.
also
But it's
telling us
bridging,
their
but
own-
it's people are like, oh, this is cool, but they're like,
Let's just get to that.
Yeah,
again.
that's the
it's
thing.
good, it's
I'm like, I'm not super like that. I'm just like, I
Yeah, no,
wanted to
same.
see it.
yeah,
I
yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to know what was her origin story.
Right, right. I mean,
And,
I
like-
didn't really know a lot
Right.
of her origins. Also, I mean, I've said it before that my only exposure of Captain Marvel was when she was with the Avengers from all the comics that I've read that she
Right.
was in.
right.
She was part of the Avengers. That was it. As far as origin goes, I didn't know. I knew like she had like a pet cat. That's all I knew. I didn't even know the cat was that like an alien, a freaking
Goose.
Go!
It's like lurking
Gotta
or
make up your
something-
mind.
or something like that.
Dude, that cat stole the show, man.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
oh, yeah.
what the
Goose
fuck?
Definitely stole the show. As far I'll start with I'll start with Mrs. At first, I thought the pacing was kind of slow.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know where the story was heading, and at the same time, I was just like, "This is I don't know what they're." I didn't know how I felt about it, and then I think it was when. I want to say probably halfway through the movie was when I think the story started picking up for me. Was when all the. And I kind of saw a mile away that what's his name?
Jude Law.
Jude Law was pretty much like the villain.
Yeah.
I kind of figured already, and I was just like, okay, there's gonna be some kind of shift that happens or whatever, and then they showed you that was it was actually him.
Yeah.
The good guys are the bad guys, and the bad guys are the good guys.
Yeah, basically.
Well, the Kree. When they were saying the Kree, I was
Yeah.
like, wait a minute. Like,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
the Kree
exactly.
like
The
that
Kree-
guy was all about getting the Infinite Gem and all that
Yeah.
shit? So I was like, they're bad, right?
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole so
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know who the Kree were, and I was just like, who's the Kree?
yeah.
Who are these people?
I heard a lot of people are kind of upset or want to know what they're gonna do with the scrolls. That was the one where they're like, what the
So
hell's
I'm
going on?
sure
Nick
that's
Fury's
probably
a Skrull.
I'm sure that's probably one of the topics or points that Chris will make
Mhm.
as far as like, oh, now they can't use the scrolls and all that shit because now they painted the scrolls as these refugee kind
Yeah.
of
Right,
people
characters.
or characters or in this case race that they were just actually just trying to get
Yeah.
home.
Right, right.
But there was a little scene in the movie, and this actually they didn't really specify who this character was, but when the kid, the main dude's the
Yeah,
main
yeah.
Skrull's kid
yeah.
saw, was it a her or him? I'm forgetting. The kid saw
It's like a unisex.
That
I don't
person-
remember. Like it was. I was like, is that a guy or a girl? I don't know.
I forget.
Yeah.
I know there was a gender that they actually specified. I think it was a girl actually.
Yeah, I think.
Anyways, she saw her dad get shot because I remember he was pretty much the last one that was coming up the ship or whatever, and he pretty much almost did he die?
I know.
I'm trying to remember. See, because here's the thing.
I think he was.
There's a theory.
dying.
Yeah, right. I know he was dying,
but
he
didn't die.
Oh yeah, he
Right.
didn't die. Okay, he didn't die. He was
He
dying.
was dying.
in the ship.
Yes.
as the,
Right,
the
as
gate,
the gate closed. So there's a theory that I saw that I read that girl is actually. They didn't specify the actual name. Okay, so I don't know if this theory is correct.
The thing. There's a lot of stuff that like if you read the comic books, you're like,
Yeah.
is that like
Well-
her just I forget her name, but I'll say her black co-pilot's daughter.
Oh,
is
yeah.
somebody that's specific in
Specific
the comic
characters,
books,
yeah,
but they
yeah.
leave that kind of open ended.
Yeah,
where you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, is that
Yeah.
so
Yeah. So the lady, the kid Skrull, she again, I don't know if that is her because they didn't specify, but it could lead to that.
Right.
Is that she becomes when she gets older, actually becomes one of the
Like leaders.
Skrulls that hated humanity because of what had happened.
right.
And so they can still twist. They can still do the whole secret invasion thing. They can
And I
still
think
do it.
That was one of the complaints I heard because they're like, oh, if they're good now, how can they do secret invasion?
no,
and then
there's
the complaint
always-
was secret invasion was. And this, I heard this from somebody that was like, one of my favorite comics was
Yeah.
Secret Invasion.
Yeah, it was great.
Because I didn't know what was happening, and they're like, how could I want that to happen?
Yeah.
And then part of me was like, can they do that?
Exactly. When after the movie, I thought about it. I was like, oh man, I had the same exact feelings as everyone. I was like, oh man, they're painted as kind of good guys now, in a sense, right? Or just like people that just wanted to get home, not necessarily bad. Not a bad race, but there's still a possibility that they can somehow something happens where humanity does something again because as we all know, we're not perfect and we're savages. Humans are savages.
She's been gone, what, 20, 30 years?
Exactly. There's that too. So there's a lot of gap there.
Change.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gap there, and also what people don't, or I think what people are overlooking is that this happened in the 90s.
Yes.
Right.
The Avengers took place in like basically what
2000, late 2000s.
almost 2010s ish,
Yeah.
like timeline wise.
was
Yeah,
technically
was Iron Man. Yeah, so
You know what I
let's just say, so yeah, that's 20 something years. Who knows what could have happened in that gap where maybe that kid Skrull was like, you know what, fuck this, we're gonna take over and shit, right? So it can still happen. There's always a loophole around it, especially that gap. That gap is the main thing that people are overlooking, and you can still do so much in that gap. And as we all know, as for me, there's really no bad Marvel Studios movie. There's ones that were like
Fantastic Four.
no, that's Fox. There's ones that's like, well, now they're together.
Yeah.
Just awesome.
Cannot wait.
But there's definitely one where it's just like, oh my god. Or you know what? I can think of one. Two. I can think of two. Anyways, but other than that, it's everything else is pretty much like good or like amazing.
Yeah.
Well, so two things. Kevin Feige,
Exactly.
you can let us know
Him too.
what's going to happen. The other thing is
Find out.
I want to know where has Captain Marvel been and why did she just show up when the pager just went off? Where was she during that course of the time over the years?
Oh,
was
there's
she fighting the other like war or revolution with whoever? Or
so
what?
actually, I'm forgetting which YouTube channel I watch. I think it was either Film Theory or another theory and stuff. That there's actually a curriculum that, from what this person was suggesting, there's three things I from what I remember, or from I remember watching, but I actually forgot those three things. But it was one of those things where like, one was like, is this like a event where the Avengers can't handle it, right? And then that's like one of the criteria. The other one was like, is this, or it's actually Nick Fury's criteria, actually. Like, this theory was like, oh, this is Nick Fury, why he never contacted, Carol Danvers. Like, one of them, Nick Fury thinks that if the Avengers can handle it at the end of the day, he will not contact her. Like, the other one was like, if it wasn't, there's three, and it was actually really. I'll send you guys the link when I find it again. But it was a really good observation, but also theory on why he never contacted Carol Danvers. And I'm just like, I get it, or I submit to this person who did this theory and shit.
Right.
So I get it why. So
a little side
it's
topic,
interesting.
side question. If a regular human was to get with her, would they be a superhero?
You have sex with her
Yeah.
and then create a baby?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Like, would it be like a Sky High kind of deal thing?
That's a great question.
Right? Because I mean,
you
pretty
can
powerful.
it should probably be I probably mix, like she would have, or her baby would probably have some of her genes, obviously. So yeah, I mean it's already embedded in her genes. It's like the whole idea of like Superman with Lois and shit. Like,
Well, Superman could never. It's funny because it's the opposite though. Because then, like the weird,
well, there's that. Also,
Well, because you start thinking about it, you're like, okay, wait, if
Sky High situation.
No, we don't do a PG-13 show, so I just want
Not
to make this
really,
clear,
no.
right? So if you do stick your dick in that, would your dick fall off from the power that's coming off of it? That's the one question. And two is, with Superman, it's always been said, this was even like talked about in like Jay and Silent Bob, is if Superman does blow a load, it'd be like shooting a shotgun off.
You don't know.
Well, we don't know that.
No, that's
but,
what they said because he's superpowered. If he sneezes, he can
That's
blow over a
true,
window.
that's true.
If he just like does something stupid
You're
like
right,
flicking,
you're right.
it would be like him shooting a load.
Yeah.
Regular guys shooting
Yeah.
a load, blowing like having an orgasm, it comes out at 27 miles an hour. For Superman, it would be like shooting off
Yeah,
in like
right,
Lois Lane
right,
and she
right.
would die.
Yeah.
It's been clocked. It has been clocked. You can check that. Kinsey study. Double check it.
Ooh, Mike's like, I'm gonna check this tonight. Yeah, I think they'd be mixed. How did we get here?
Okay, sorry.
Because you used
Captain
to
Marvel.
I was thinking about like Sky High.
Yeah, yeah.
You know how like superheroes.
Either way,
Sidekick!
That's right, side hero.
Turns into a gerbil.
Yeah.
I think it would her baby would have powers.
Yeah.
It's funny that you said Sky High. I actually thought about it more of Dragon Ball Z.
Ah.
Dragon Ball Z, all their kids have fucking powers.
Bulma and
Vegeta.
Vegeta, dude.
And
Vegeta,
Chi-Chi and
'cause-
Goku.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the same thing. Yeah, it's called
See, but
Oh my
even better
gosh.
yet, we're thinking about human and superhero. What if like Thor and her got together? What would you
Yeah,
create?
that-
That-
hold on.
baby.
Hold on.
Super baby.
Hold on.
Captain Thor.
Okay, hold on. Because there is Jessica Jones and Luke Cage.
Right?
Why haven't they had a kid?
They do have a kid, and the kid has superpowers. In the comic books.
Yeah, in the
yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
But see, I'm talking about like on a scale. And the reason why I said
scale of
that
Okay, but who
is
shoots-
one of my favorite
Who's
parts.
stronger? Luke
That's what I'm
Cage's
saying.
or Superman's?
What are you talking about? No, Luke Cage.
I was like, wait, what?
No, Superman's is like super. Luke Cage is it's just his skin.
It could be hard.
No, because they talked
No,
about
no.
one of the things that is his he's vulnerable to is his eyes. You can like shoot something in his eyes and then he'll go blind and then you're done. They talk about that. They talk about that in the comic books.
They never did it.
Hey, whatever, you get what I'm talking about.
Anyway.
So she could take it. Jessica Jones could take it. There's a scene where they show her.
Yeah,
taking it.
yeah.
So all right,
That's true.
that's been up to date. I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
And the reason why I bring it up
Yeah.
is because at the end of
Yes.
Captain Marvel,
Yes.
that scene
Of?
just, it wasn't technically, it's in the trailer for Endgame, where he throws the hammer and it comes past Captain Marvel and he's like, I like this one.
Oh.
I was like, what if they, like, that would be some, like, and when he orgasms, does lightning shoot out of his ass?
Nice.
That's a good thought.
That's nice.
Wait, hold on. Is it electricized?
Right? But she could take it because she's got all this stuff right there, man.
Oh my gosh. I'd watch that.
Let's see
I'd watch
here.
it. How to
yeah.
make super babies. Thor and Captain Marvel.
Hey,
Edition.
right? The one I would say the ultimate hit that kind of needs to be addressed, not really addressed. Female superhero, huge.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say, too.
huge thing.
Mhm.
Just from the perspective of like she's actually ahead of all the other ones. She's super powerful. And at the same time, from the perspective of outside of guys, if I was to have a daughter,
Oh yeah.
I would be like, I want you to watch Wonder Woman. I want you to watch Captain
Yeah, I was
Marvel.
gonna. Good thing you didn't
Yep.
skip Wonder Woman because
Yeah.
Wonder Woman was pretty much like the first. one that-
First Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
and then Captain
Captain
Marvel.
Marvel, yeah.
It's just because.
Very empowering for
Yes.
women and for just younger girls to be like, I can do this shit too. And
Yeah.
And
all
to
that
get your
good
kink
stuff.
on, Catwoman.
Yeah, Goose we already talked about.
Yeah.
Definitely stole the whole movie for me, and I'm sure for all of us.
I want to know where the fuck that cat's been.
That's the one
That's
thing too.
what I
Again,
wanna
there's all
know.
these questions there, right?
The one that I
It's just a
heard,
cat.
but the one that I heard people talk about, where they were like, "Are you serious?" was how Nick Fury got his eye gouged. They were like,
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it too.
I thought it was funny.
I thought it was good too.
It is what it is.
I get why people would be like disappointed because they would have probably thought about how like he lost in like some kind of war or
Right.
some kind of
Soulstone's under there, guys.
secret mission or whatever, and then
Soulstone.
all this time it's the freaking cat.
Yeah, exactly.
And I get it. I get why they're disappointed. I'm okay with it. It's fine with me.
If you think how powerful that fucking cat is,
Well, that's the thing too.
You know?
So
The part where in the movie is like level 10.
yeah, yeah.
It's like super dangerous. He's like, it's
Yeah.
a cat, and then you finally see what the fuck happened. You're like,
Whoa, it's like a
Oh,
Flurkin or
shit.
Glurkin or frickining.
you know.
Whatever it is, I'm forgetting what it's called. It's been a while since we've seen the movie.
I want more of the cat.
Definitely another hit was the setting.
Yes.
I love the 90s setting.
Same
we
here.
all grew up in
Is that
the 90s.
Blockbuster?
It's
Yeah.
in North Hollywood, everybody.
It is.
yeah,
Right
Yes.
on Victory Boulevard,
Yeah.
past the 170 freeway on your
Mhm.
right hand side. That's the Wells Fargo building.
Yep.
If you don't know that, I don't
Well-
know what else to tell you.
Well, some
Well, if they
people-
don't know that,
Well, yeah, I mean, if you don't
there.
live here, I get it. But
So-
if
Yeah.
you live here in Southern California, let alone North Hollywood, it's
Yeah.
literally right there.
You know that building
Yes.
for sure.
I've been wanting to go there and just have us three like take a picture there. Just saying.
Okay. That's where they filmed Pineapple Express too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of stuff over there, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
North Hollywood. There's one area that's like it's still being gentrified, so it's still kind of like old school Valley, and then like
Oh yeah.
North
That's
Hollywood's
true.
like beginning to kind of like trickle into that, like
Yeah.
all this like new
Yeah.
shit. So
Mhm,
you know,
Because like right down the street, it's Van Nuys, and you're kind of like,
Yeah.
Van Nuys is like literally 2 miles, 3 miles down the street.
and Van Nuys is a whole nother story. So you know, and it's funny because I went back and I was looking at the places that they filmed certain movies.
Mhm.
Terminator 2, all in the Valley.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I forget what mall it's at.
Northridge Mall.
Italian Job where they go in the fucking
Yeah,
thing
the
that's like
dam.
some little bit
Balboa
of
Jam.
yeah.
Yep.
It's funny. You go back and you watch. You're like, oh, that's cut so well. And then you're like, wait a minute, none of that shit's next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Hanson Dam too.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
on the golf course,
Mhm.
it's on the other side of the valley
Yeah,
by the
yeah.
118. Kind of like, wait, what?
There's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's cool to be part
for,
of that,
for a
yeah.
TV show, The Office,
Yeah.
it's fucking in
Yes.
Florida.
Yep.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
I swear, part of me, even, you know what I saw the other day? You know how like something really hits you and you're like, oh yeah, and then you're
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, American Pie 1 and 2. I swear to God, I was like, oh yeah, they're in Minnesota or Michigan or whatever it is. And then I went back, it's like all fucking Pasadena.
Yep.
And I was like, what? What?
Yeah. Especially if you like, oh yeah, they do have those kind of houses in Pasadena.
Yeah.
You guys ready for this one?
Yeah.
Neil Patrick Harris, Doogie Howser, Northridge,
What?
Yeah, nice.
Northridge Hospital.
No way.
Oh,
Right on
a
receipt.
modern one would be Weeds, which is Santa Clarita.
Yeah.
Actually, Stevenson's Ranch.
Yeah.
And then a big show right now on Netflix.
That's
It actually
in the
just
States.
came out for season 3, and I'm gonna watch it probably starting this week or next week. Santa Clarita Diet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Yep.
the whole Santa Clarita.
Yes.
So
You know what's crazy? It's funny because I was in Hawaii and I went to, not Hawaii, I was in Northridge. Jesus Christ.
Where were you?
I was in Norway, but I was on a tour with people that flew out there from Hawaii, so
Yeah,
all together.
yeah,
And they're like, "Where you from?" I'm like, "LA." They're like, "What part?" I'm like, "Santa Clarita."
LA.
And they're like, "We don't know where that is." I'm like, "Six Flags Magic Mountain." No idea. I'm like, "You ever seen the Santa Clarita diet?" They're like, "Yeah." So
Oh my
Oh, man.
god.
that's their picture
yeah.
of like the area, which is totally fucking hilarious.
That's crazy.
Hilarious.
Oh, and then what else?
What's the one? What's the movie? The one on is it Showtime where the robots and stuff and they go into there in the Western and all that shit?
Oh, Westworld?
Westworld.
Oh yeah, Westworld over here
Westworld,
too.
all over right there, man.
Yeah,
it's
that's right.
crazy.
I didn't
That's
know
yeah,
I need
Westworld
to
justified.
Need to catch up on that show.
It's crazy how much
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
is filmed around us, but we're just like,
Mm-hmm. Also, if you go past, what's that called? There's the 5, and it goes up that hill. If you keep going up north, it's called something.
North Hills.
No. The 5. You go to 5, you pass this.
Silmar.
Castaic,
Past
Silmar?
Castaic.
past Castaic, Tehachapi,
No.
Santa Barbara.
Baker-
Well, I mean, sorry.
Psych was filmed in all Santa Barbara.
Oh, nice.
That's what's crazy.
Well, I
too.
mean, just that mountain that you go up to, and then when you finally come down, it's like that's what
Bakersfield.
and I know that's Bakersfield, but there's anyways that pass right there. That's the wall. A little bit before the wall, it's Winterfell actually, and then
it's crazy.
that's where Jon Snow and them currently resides.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it's crazy how all of it is
two
out
weeks. Crazy.
Oh.
2 weeks.
there. Where they trained John Wick, Simi Valley.
Oh.
Terran Tactical.
Nice.
All in Simi Valley.
Wow.
Nice.
Really? That's how you hold a gun? That's how Tommy holds a gun, everybody. Watch out.
CTD. Close quarter combat is more tucked in.
Whatever.
Long range is like...
Whatever.
Anyways, alright.
You guys watched another movie
We did?
on Netflix.
Did you guys check it out?
I didn't get to check it out, but I know Mike did.
Did you check it out?
What? Triple Frontier?
Yeah. Did you watch it?
I watched it.
Thoughts?
I was curious. I think it's more better.
More better.
More better. It's more better.
It's more better.
It's the most is betters.
It's the most is best.
Whatever, guys. Whatever. Okay, it's more better if you just watch like the trailers and stuff.
Wow.
You wanna know what's
Whoa,
funny?
It seems like there's more of a story there.
You wanna know what's funny?
Wow.
You wanna know what's funny? I agree with him.
Whoa.
I agree with him. It was
Good thing
cool.
I didn't watch.
You wanna know what's funny? It was cool all the way up to a certain point.
And then you're like, wait, what?
And you're like, dude,
what?
fuck.
Wait, hold on. You had this great story going.
Yeah.
And then, what?
Fuck.
This is great. This is
Fuck.
Oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, fuck.
Where did this plot come
Fuck.
from?
Yeah,
Really?
right?
Oh, yeah, dude.
now I wanna.
Oh, dude.
Now I wanna watch it.
Because
Just
you're gonna be upset.
It hits it. You're just like yes, and then that scene where they're like
Yep.
all that, and you're like okay, all right,
Yep.
Dude, yeah, what?
Yep.
Fuck.
It's like you got a
Is
hard
this halfway?
No, it's like almost like right after halfway.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're
Yeah.
like, wait, really? Like
IMDb gave it a 6.5.
I don't get
Okay.
it.
I actually
Like,
would have
I don't
given it
get
probably
it.
like a 5.
You have a hard on the whole time.
Right.
And the next thing you know, you're like, oh, limp dick.
Damn.
Like,
Now I want to watch
I
it.
can't get hard
I want to
anymore.
watch it because now I'm curious to see because I
Oh,
didn't really have time to watch it. And I'm
Just-
just like I'll let them
just-
two talk about it and shit.
just save your time.
Now I'm
well,
I'm
also,
curious
here-
because
so-
now.
It went through kind of like this weird creative thing. If you actually look it up, IMDb has some trivia. It goes, after Tom Hardy and Channing Tatum left the project over creative changes and
Good.
rewriting in the script,
Good.
after a month later, Ben Affleck and Oscar Isaac took over those roles.
I
But it was
see.
supposed to be, like, if you go back and you actually, like, read the stuff that's going on, like, I feel like this movie took on an evolution, and then how Netflix marketed it. And I
It's
remember
great.
And then watching the first
Right.
half, I was like,
It's
yes,
great. It's amazing.
Netflix nailed it out of the park. And I was about to text people out and be like, fucking, you need to watch
Recommend
this.
it, yeah.
And then I waited and I was like,
No, I waited. As soon as I figured out like what was going on
yeah.
and started to see some things happen, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
I could see this is not going to be a good movie. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm kind of wasting my time.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is a letdown.
Yeah, it was definitely a letdown. And here's the thing, with the cast, with the plot, with everything
Yeah,
that was
that's the
going
thing,
in a
too.
certain direction, how Netflix marketed it, I was like,
Genius.
yes!
That's great.
Genius.
Like I said, the trailers, everything. It's like, oh yeah, like I'm on the edge of my seat to watch it.
I'm gonna check
You
how
know?
long
Even
this
the
movie is
characters,
right now.
too.
So I have Netflix
I
right here.
like the characters. And then, like I said, it hits
Pulling
a point
it
and I was
up.
like, huh, yeah, no, and here's the thing, maybe you'll agree with this, I would not watch it again. Or if
Yeah.
I did watch it, I would watch it to a certain point and then stop.
Yeah, I agree.
2 hours.
Because it's like-
here.
To that one point,
Yes.
I would be like,
The
yeah. I would just make my own movie out of it in my own head and be like, this is what happened in my version of Triple
You want to know what they
Frontier.
should have done? No, I don't. You haven't watched it yet. We'll talk about it because it's just saying that would give it away. But
Okay,
it's
okay.
just in general with what they had,
It was great.
they should have just kept it this way instead of being like,
It's like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
complete diversion.
yeah. And then you're like, and then it felt like Mario not like losing his fucking Super Mario abilities and just being like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. And then at the end you're like,
No.
You're like, this was, oh, why?
yeah. And that's why I wanted to talk about it because I was, like I said, the marketing, the cast of characters, the story plot up until a certain point was like, yes!
So, we forgot to talk about one thing with backing up Captain Marvel.
Okay, yeah.
We forgot to mention the new posters and who's missing. I don't know about you guys,
Well,
but
that's
I don't,
Endgame stuff.
whoa,
Let's talk about
sorry.
Endgame afterwards. We'll do Endgame
Fine,
afterwards.
fine.
Because I know you have
we'll
Endgame stuff.
we'll have like a whole like kind of episode like leading up to that.
Okay,
Yes,
Over
yes,
there.
yes, yes.
Fine.
So we can all
Because
just,
there's only
like,
going to be
break-
more stuff that's
Yeah,
coming out
exactly.
with it.
I do want to watch it already.
Of course, yeah.
I told my
April's an awesome month.
Yes, it is. Just two things: Game of Thrones and fucking Endgame.
No, it's Game of Sex. Come on, man.
Sure,
we all know
whatever.
that.
Whatever.
What else in April?
Jon Snow and his aunt.
Shazam. Shazam's in 3 days on your
Yeah.
birthday.
No, 5th.
The 5th.
Oh, technically the 4th
I thought
is
it
when
was
it comes
the
out.
Your birthday's the
Is
5th?
that the 3rd?
My birthday's the
It's
3rd.
It's not the 3rd.
No, it's not the 3rd.
Shazam's not the 3rd.
The actual release date for Shazam is the 5th.
Damn! I
Mhm.
fucking was like,
Are we watching it?
I'm gonna be.
It looks pretty good.
Well, Tommy's out of town.
Well, you can come back early.
Okay.
Gotta come back.
Damn,
We'll watch it when
yeah.
Tommy gets
It
back.
has an 8.3. That's what's actually cool.
I don't know where it's at Rotten Tomato wise, but the last time I saw it is there you go, 93.
Wow.
Yep,
That's pretty high.
that's really high for a DC movie. The highest DC movie I think was actually Wonder Woman. Maybe I could be wrong right now,
It's Gal
but
Gadot. Come on.
but
Half naked.
but yeah,
Running around.
even Aquaman wasn't.
Aquaman was like
Was
I think
not
it's
that.
7 something.
Jason Momoa, I don't know, man. I like the movie. I thought it was really
Oh,
good.
I thought it was
That was
awesome.
good too.
It's 65. See, 65 for obviously I'm talking about critics wise.
Right.
For Aquaman is 75. For,
I'm a critic.
for
it was amazing.
for audiences. But yeah, no, Wonder Woman was really quick. I'm gonna see how much, or not how much, but it is a 93 also.
You said off Rotten
Wow.
Tomatoes?
93.
Wow.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes. So yeah, 93 Shazam, Rotten Tomatoes. And I know there's a lot more people that looks at Rotten Tomatoes, so when they see that they'll be like, wait, what? Shazam? But
Yeah.
from all the reviews that's come out, it has this sort of joyous feeling when people back in the late 70s, early 80s was when they watched Christopher Reeve as Superman.
Oh, wow.
So you get that kind of joy and like how this character, there's a lot of critics out there saying that Zachary Levi was actually born to play Shazam, and he wasn't mad when he got killed off in Thor Ragnarok. He was actually glad he got killed off
Well, I know
because he wouldn't have had a chance to play Shazam.
Right?
And so now he's in this basically, at this point, Shazam's just going to be one of those bigger franchises that's just going to grow even bigger than it is now. Because also, if people have forgotten, The Rock is still contracted to be Black Adam. Now, just think about that.
Yes.
So, there you go.
It's if Chuck got hit by lightning.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I'm excited.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm
like you said, April's an amazing fucking month.
What's his name?
So
Zachary Levi.
Zachary Levi.
Okay.
I didn't know he was that tall.
I'm trying to figure out.
He's like
He's
6'4",
6'5". I did not know he was that tall, and how how he looks in the suit. I'm like, he got jacked, like fucking
It's
jacked.
a suit.
No, it's not.
They show his workout regime.
Mhm.
Regime?
Sure, man. He was working his ass off, and you know what? High five.
Yeah.
He owns it.
Oh,
so, you know.
Few more. Going back to Netflix. You guys have what is this? Stretch and
Stretch and Babito.
Babito.
Stretch and Babito.
Who is Stretch and Babito?
Stretch and Babito.
So he plays a bald guy?
Who?
Zachary Levy?
No, Shazam. He plays Shazam.
No, I'm saying in Thor Ragnarok. Because I'm
Yes.
trying to picture him.
No, he didn't play the ball.
He plays. What's the character's name?
He played Fandral.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Fandral's the guy with the sword.
Yeah.
The
Go back and you gotta go back. You'll.
I'll show you. a
Yeah,
picture.
he'll show you a picture when you find
Yeah,
it
yeah.
and stuff.
The sword.
But he was in it quickly. Not that long, but quickly. If I can't explain it, but he's in there,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to
and then he
figure out
dies.
the scene. I don't remember that.
So don't worry, you'll see it.
Anyway.
Anyways, Netflix Stretch and
Who's
Babito.
that dude?
Yeah.
He was in Thor and Thor 2. He was at this character was
Oh,
actually
he's like one of the friends.
Yes.
oh my
Entourage?
god.
Entourage?
No, yeah, I know, but
I don't know the name of
the oh my gosh.
I don't know the
I'm
name
about
of
to
it.
lose credit here.
Yeah, I completely. It's, Thor's.
We can have Chris come in and he can tell you.
Oh, I'm sure he can. That's fine with me. I haven't been in touch with comic books in so long.
I don't remember. To tell you the truth,
something-
that would be.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I'm gonna think about it. Well,
Yeah.
well
Thor's
Tommy.
Entourage. Thor's Entourage.
Well, Tommy talks of Stretch and Bobito.
Stretch and Babito, have you guys
what
seen
is
this
that?
this show on Netflix?
Don't. Are you searching up the 3? Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud. I'm gonna try to dig in.
What's funny
my
is he
mind.
Googled Thor's entourage. That's awesome.
What else am I supposed
Yes!
to?
See, that right there is awesome already.
That's funny.
Thor's entourage.
Thor's entourage.
I can't even. Alright.
Alright,
Stretch and Babito. If anybody's a fan of hip hop,
Oh.
there was a show in the 90s on New York radio called 89 Tech 9.
89 Tech
And
9.
there was 2
This
hosts.
was 89 Tech Nine.
Basically what happens is these guys, when they were in college, Stretch and Babito, they would put on a radio program, and for some reason they were able to attract all of these hip-hop artists
Yeah.
before they became huge.
Oh shit.
Big Pun was on it,
Big Pun.
Nas,
Nas.
Biggie, all these huge artists.
That's Nas.
Yeah, right? Anybody that has like
Nas,
cred-
man.
yeah.
Nas, man.
You mean the stuff that makes your car go fast? There you go. So it's,
That's called nitrous oxide.
oh, not Nas? It's not Nas?
Nitrous oxide.
Nas.
Nas. It's very Nas.
Very Nas.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
the stuff that makes you win races in Fast and Furious.
It makes you laugh. It's laughing gas, people.
Laughing gas.
Anyways.
Anyways, Stretch and Babito. Basically, they talk about this radio show. They talk about all these hip-hop artists that come on there. And if you get a chance to listen to it, if you're a fan of hip-hop culture, it shows like the evolution of what went on during that time. And it was on a radio in New York that was college radio that you had to like go in there. Yeah. And
Stretch and
Babito.
What is the show?
And
Credit
right?
Oh.
Really good stuff. If you're just a fan of hip-hop,
It's a documentary?
it's a documentary.
Okay.
And how they go about
38
it.
minutes.
Okay.
It's a fun watch if you're into hip hop. Not what is happening now, but back in the day with all these artists before hip hop was the huge thing. And all these artists come in there and they show what's going on. And when you watch this, you're going to be like, oh shit, like I remember that. I remember what's going on. And they have tapes from the early 90s when these people came on. And you're hearing them, they're like uncut, not even signed to a record, like Big Pun. And he's like spitting like freestyles. And you're just like, this is, what? This is cool. Like, what is this? So, like I said, it's a cool little check out documentary.
Yeah.
If you're into hip hop.
Speaking of documentaries, I haven't seen it, but I know there's a documentary on Netflix called like the 2000s or something.
I saw that.
And there's like, it's not just one documentary. It's like episodes of like, I believe it's episodes.
Yeah.
Of
It's
something.
like the
I
ones
wanna-
that they did the 80s and the 90s. It's the
yeah,
2000s.
it's the 2000s. So I actually want to check it out. So.
Yeah.
And the 2000. Yeah, it's like it's a season. It's one season, and I know I finally got it. I believe it's called The Warriors 3.
Oh.
So
yes, it
like
is.
double check.
No, he's right.
Double
It
check
is
that.
The Warriors 3.
Put The Warriors 3 Thor, and then see if they pop up.
The Warriors 3.
Is it bang? Aha!
It is the Warriors 3.
Boom!
You
Still
guys
got
it
it.
back.
An
Still
axe,
got it.
a sword, and so on.
A ball and chain.
Yeah, all right.
Got it.
Yes.
I had to dig in deep. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Let's see. Last but not least, we got one more.
Who put that? This,
Netflix there.
Losers, Blackjack. Oh yeah.
That's
Oh
probably you.
yeah. That's
I
me.
wonder.
That was me. Fuck.
One more.
No, 'cause
It's
that was
been a while.
My
This-
dyslexia
this has
kicked
been
in,
a
and I was
while.
like, Jack Black. What's who's Jack Black?
No, it's blackjack.
There's a show on Netflix right now called Losers.
It's a show.
It's like a mini documentary. Like Stretch and Babito's about like hip hop in the early days. This is about losers. Now the reason why
when you put that there, I thought it was the movie.
yeah, this shit's so
I was like,
tight.
oh wait, no,
As a
never mind.
throwback.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was, and then that's why I watched
Did you watch it?
I watched
this is where's
Right?
Chris Evans?
So,
where's
where's Idris?
yeah? Where's he?
Is that Negan? Negan's in it.
Negan's in here. Where is he?
Gamora?
Where's Zoe?
Gamora's in
Where's
it.
Zoe? That's funny.
Losers. All right.
No.
You have to check that movie out.
Yeah, you'll like it.
Movie.
You'll like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
The comic book is good though too.
I'm trying to find the original one, the original cover. They don't have it anymore.
Yeah, it's hard to find. It's literally that
What the
standing
cover,
over.
Yeah, it's the standing over. But
Yeah.
the new cover now is it's all the representation of the movie.
Yeah.
It's not the actual I believe Jock did the artwork for that, and it's not that.
Yeah, but I love how every single person in that movie kind of became like pretty famous. Like
Yeah,
they're
each and
just
every single one of
Yeah,
them.
you got Idris, you got Jeffrey Dean Morgan, you got Zoe Saldana, you got Chris Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Losers. Just type in losers on IMDb.
Except for Negan, they're all in the Marvel movie.
Yeah. You know what? If Negan ever gets kicked out of The Walking Dead, I wouldn't be surprised if they put him in Marvel.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Just because he's that. You
Mhm.
know? Or Andrew Lincoln gets to be put in that.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
snap.
Something.
I don't know, but Andrew Lincoln, or I can see Andrew Lincoln for some reason. I mean, he can do it. Like any actors can
He can do anything.
can do anything, you know. But there's definitely those right casting choices.
Yes.
But I can kind of see Andrew Lincoln doing a Black Bolt. I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
It's just there. Anson Mount was amazing, but they kind of ruined it.
That show
They kind of ruined
should
the show.
not have been on basic television.
I'm so lost.
Anyways, losers.
All right, losers.
Blackjack.
On Netflix. Okay.
I'm a loser.
The best way to describe it is for every single person that is a champion and has made it,
I've made
For
it.
blackjack?
No.
Wait.
Oh, just
For
okay.
losers.
there's people that never
Oh.
really made it to the top.
Yes. Yeah.
Never really made it to the top.
Right.
This is their story.
Oh shit.
So this guy Blackjack, his name is Jack Ryan. That's his real name. That's his real name. Jack Ryan.
Oh
He's
my
they like to
gosh.
call him like he looks like a beach bum when he was growing up. Like long blonde hair, all that kinds of stuff.
California guy.
But a phenomenal basketball player.
Damn.
But-
Got called up to play college ball. Went to
But-
one college, got kicked out.
Oi.
Went to another college, got kicked out.
Oi.
Went to another college, got kicked out.
Oi.
What is
Went
he
to
doing?
another college, got kicked out.
What is he doing?
Right? What happens is he's just like, I don't want to do anything else, but he's like, I took a job at the fish market and then I go play street ball. That's all I wanted to do.
Right.
How his life ends up now and what he's doing, we'll sit there and be like, if you've ever failed, if you've ever fucked up, and you listen to his story, he'll be like, keep going. Keep going.
Where is he now?
Watch the show.
You're killing me.
I can't tell you
Son of a man.
because you're gonna sit there and you're gonna be like,
So this is a documentary.
this is a it's like micro documentaries. They're not even that long and it's
Okay,
quick.
okay.
And the reason why I was gonna connect it to Stretch and Babito,
Yeah.
Stretch and Babito made a documentary that I was trying to find called "Playing in the Park."
Okay.
About all these epic basketball courts in New York that are
yeah,
like
yeah,
fucking.
yeah.
If you're not good, don't go to
I mean,
these.
fucking End One pretty much originated in
Right?
New York, right?
But
Yeah.
this is
From what I
these parks are still around, right?
Yeah,
and if
yeah.
you go
Rucker
there,
Park.
so Jack
Right?
Ryan
That's
makes.
the thing, I mean, I played basketball, but I'm just like throwing. I know Rucker Park is. Right,
They go into
there's
those.
that.
They go into all of
Okay,
those,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But Jack Ryan makes. This is where I first came on my radar. He
Yeah,
makes a
yeah.
thing on there, and they're like, "Dude, this white guy shows up," and he's like, "Oh, dude, first time I
Yeah.
came to these parks."
He's a spy.
Yeah, he was this. They're like, who's this white boy? Who's he? Can he fucking play with us and
Yeah,
shit?
yeah.
And then there's people on the summers, but that's Jack Ryan. That dude can fucking ball. Go white boy. Like, no offense and stuff.
yeah.
Cutting to where his life is now, and they tell about it. You're like, oh shit.
Man.
Well, they have a golf story on here.
Ah, sweet! I'm telling you.
Because it's a sport.
I was gonna say.
So golf or
jujitsu. Anyways, so
We're on episode number 109.
well, so when they go into the losers, this is just his name's Blackjack. So
Yeah.
they have 9 other ones in there. They have a
Oh,
they have
snap.
a they
There's
have
a golf one.
They have a boxing one. They have a golf one. They have other ones in there. And where all of these guys are at, you'll sit there and be like I said, if you've ever thought about what the fuck is going on with
Just
my
eat.
life, go watch them and you'll be like, fuck, that's why you keep going. That's why you keep going.
Keep going.
It's called Losers.
Pushing through.
And you know what's funny?
Just called
Swimming.
losers.
and the way to describe it is
Swimming.
champions have great stories, but I
course.
feel like these stories, because they didn't make it, are so much more captivating because you can relate to them more.
Yeah, because they're like the underdog.
Yeah, you can relate to them.
Because not everyone is that kind
Yeah.
of
I'm a
champion.
champion.
Okay, and world champion in my own world. I've been single, speed dating.
I've won.
Next time you go on one, I want to make a shirt that has world champion right there.
World champion speed dater. I'm in. I'm out. Done.
Done. 15 minutes, baby. That's all you get. Mwah. Come on, man. You knew you opened that up, dude.
Oh man.
Losers.
And
Netflix.
cool. All right. I think that is it for this episode. That will conclude
Number 109.
our episode 109.
109.
Oh yeah.
What is this? A new ending?
No, it's not a new ending, but this is the song "Losers"
Right back.
by Beck.
I'm a loser, baby.
We're ending with that, guys.
All right. Follow us on Instagram at the Just Talk Podcast. I'm totally getting
That was great.
just getting distracted by the
Oh
song.
my gosh. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Castbox, iTunes, and you can always listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. And yeah, if you guys have anything, give us a review, give us a shout out, ask us a question for crying out loud. We'll answer you guys and probably call you out. But yeah.
Maybe not call you. Answer you guys. But yeah, Instagram at the Just Talk Podcast,
Yep.
and there's a link there that'll pretty much show all the other social platforms that we're on.
Yep.
That is it. Episode 109. Thank you guys so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. And until then, we're going silent.
We're out.